Who was it first? I need to know. It was Matt, but I'll look at the other ones. And then Michaela was the first one. Hi, Casey. Casey is on a trip in, I believe, Casitas Lake. So that's super cool. I saw you Sunday. Oh, yeah. We had a super awesome event for our middle schoolers and our high schoolers that are graduating, and that was really fun. We got to go to the church and we got to see everyone in their cars, and we got to wish them a super awesome graduation. So that was super cool. Not anymore. Oh, you came home, Casey? I saw your Instagram. It was cool. Yeah, Casita. Casita? I thought it said cat-tastic. That's fine. Truth or dare? Truth. Yeah. Okay, truth. I'll go with that one. How was everyone's weeks? You guys should come to the drive-through graduation this Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Is there another one? Not Casitas. Oh, not Casitas. My B. I guess I read it really fast. Hi, Jocelyn. Casitas is our drinking water. What? There's no... I thought there was a Lake Casitas. I've, been to it. Right? Yeah. I don't know. Truth or dare? I do not have a boyfriend. No. Hi, Jocelyn. Okay, so... we are gonna, if you're saying if I pee in Casitas, you'll be drinking. I think there's water filters, Matt. There is. That's our drinking water. Oh, the more you learn. Matt and my dad like Tito's tacos. Tito's tacos are good. Ahaha, Mel. Thank you, Annabella. Casitas and Casitic? I don't know how to say that. I see how they're different now. Okay, so we are going to do a cool thing. We're going to have all our leaders come on, some of them, and we are going to do a thing where they have to say their most embarrassing moment from middle school. So I'll go first. I couldn't really think of anything because I kind of blocked out most of all the embarrassing stuff in my life. And so I thought of something from, I think it was 6th grade. It was pretty bad. I was tripped in the hallway, but it was during passing period, and it was in the main hallway of Balboa, because I went to Balboa, and I face planted and my stuff went everywhere, and it was really embarrassing because it was very painful, but I couldn't show it, so that was pretty embarrassing. All right, which leader wants to go on first? I saw I'll do Matt. Let's see if Matt's available. Go live with... Let's see if it works. I think... Oh, hi, Matt. Hi, Casey.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. My, yeah. So, what is it? Embarrassing moment, correct?
Yeah, from middle school.
Okay, so I have two.
Okay.
Well, I have many, but two of the ones that I thought were pretty good. Well, the first one was my widow's peak right here, which isn't even bad, which is right there. I thought that if I shaved it, that it would go away and then I would never see it again. But then the hair grew back and it was about this tall for a solid 3 to 5 months. If you stalk the On Mission account, you will find pictures of middle school me with my hair looking like that. So 10 points if anyone can do that. And then the other one was I really wanted tan legs. So I decided to use tanning lotion. Well, what I didn't know was when I put the tanning lotion on, I put a lot, and then my legs turned bright orange. And I remember doing the mile at PE, and everybody called me pumpkin legs. And you just gotta embrace it at that point. So yeah, it was a rough one. Oh, look it's Juan. Hi, Juan. I'm Matthew. But yeah, so yeah, those are my embarrassing moments.
Dang. Well, thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Bye, Casey.
What?
All right. Let's see who else we can go with. Let's do... I'm scrolling to find people. Matt, Faith, Casey, Jocelyn. Are you still on? I need to see if Jocelyn's on. Maybe. Unable to join. Okay, let's try. Does anyone else have any embarrassing stories they want to share? Oh, let's see if Riley wants to go on. Maybe. She won't let me click on it. Does anyone else? Casey's phone. Matthew. Okay. I'll go to Casey's. Go live with Casey. We're waiting for Casey. Hi.
Hey.
How are you, Austin?
I just won at cornhole, so I'm best day of my life.
Dang. That's cool.
Matt, which is even better.
Almost. 21-2.
Hey, I went over multiple times. No, it was 21 higher than that. We're not counting the second game.
We're not okay.
Yeah.
We're not
Counting the second game.
We're the third game.
I just realized how
That's
funny
so fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Austin, what is your most embarrassing moment from middle school?
Oh, from middle school? I 6th grade, I had a yellow backpack, and I intentionally came to school late because I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Like
Dang.
a bright.
That's I mean, it's pretty cool. I could get behind that. That's cool.
Neon. Hi, Faith.
Oh yeah. Hi, Faith. That's super cool. Okay, so who am I doing next? Austin, do I bring you on the live?
I don't think that's me, Austin. Different Austin.
No, Austin White. Do I bring your account on the live?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Do Emily's.
Right. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
Do Emily's.
Emily has to comment, and then I can add her.
Emily has to what?
Comment.
Emily, you have to comment.
And then I'll add her. There's like a weird echo. All right. Thank you, Austin. Bye.
Bye.
All right. What's happening? I don't know. Does anyone else have any embarrassing stories after? Oh, let's go live with Emily. It won't let me go live. Hide live video. Emily, I don't think you have live enabled, so I'm just going to do Matt, and then you'll just pick up on Matt's. Go live with Matthew Lim. Waiting for Matthew Lim. She has tons. Oh, wait. I'll go on Casey's. I got to scroll up to find Casey. I'm really confused right now. Oh. Found her. I'll go live with Casey. All right, we're going live. She said unable to join. I have to join someone's. I'm scrolling through the comments. Oh, go live with Emily. We'll try this. Waiting for Emily. Maybe? Connecting.
Hey guys.
Hi, Matt.
Wait, Jasmine, you had
How are you,
chicken
Matt?
tendies? Okay, comment down below. Do you like chicken tendies or chicken nuggets better?
Yeah.
It's a trick. Dino nuggets is the right answer. Dino nuggets is the right answer.
Yeah, I would say that.
Chimpkin. Is Chimpkin like a vegan version of chicken?
I don't know. That's Casey. She typed it.
No. It's the chimpanzee version of chicken.
Yeah. Random chicken.
Random?
Yeah,
Okay. Dino nuggets.
Right,
Dino nuts. Wait. That's the vegan version of Dino nuggets. Dino nuts. Okay,
right.
wait. So what's the question?
Okay, Matt. What was your most embarrassing middle school story?
Yes. So my most embarrassing middle school story was the Six Flags trip when we went because we were nerds and got good grades, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
I did that too.
it was the end of the day and everyone was getting called back to the bus. And I had just eaten 3 funnel cakes because I was an unintelligent middle school boy. I still am an unintelligent middle school boy.
Mm-hmm.
Props to my guys. They're a lot smarter than I am when I was their age, you know?
Yeah, I agree with
I'm
that.
a nerd, okay? Yeah. So I eat those funnel cakes and you know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in the stomach. I'm feeling it elsewhere. And you know how Tatsu's like, Tatsu, and it like, you're sitting down like a normal, and then you're like, woo!
Yeah.
So, that is the worst position to have to throw up ever. Don't.
You threw up on Tatsu?
Yes. Because it was like, it was coming up like this, so Yes, I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
That might be, I
I'm
think
fe-
that's the most embarrassing one.
Yes, I am feeling
Dang.
it, Mr. Krabs.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Okay, Matt, is there anyone else that wants to go live? What's up? Oh my gosh. All right, Dylan. What is your most embarrassing middle school story?
Dylan,
I'm thinking. Calm down.
Wait, okay, I remember Dylan's embarrassing story. So,
All right.
it was the day of the Buenaventura game, right?
Mm.
And we had just gone to Native Pizza and we got a chicken pesto sandwich to share.
That's Gabby's.
And
This is
yeah, so Dylan here ate the chicken pesto sandwich. I ate the chicken pesto sandwich. And then yes, Casey also had some of the chicken pesto sandwich. Austin had some of the sausage arugula pizza, so good for him. It was like third quarter of the Buenaventura game.
No, it wasn't even third quarter.
It was like the fourth quarter of the Buenaventura game.
First quarter.
It was the. You tell the story.
Basically, first quarter, I'm standing there, and my
Yeah.
homies roll up. Matt, it's Parker, Casey, all of them,
Uh-huh.
and I just threw up all over Riley.
Yeah.
And it smelled so bad.
All right, so for people
was
that
so-
have not
yeah,
heard this story,
It was the
Gabby
worst.
did that.
I
It was
I
not
feel so
Dylan.
bad.
Yeah, and it was
It
just
was
a bunch
really gross.
Wait,
Wait,
you're right, Jack.
wait.
You're right. Second quarter. It was
Hang on.
second quarter when I threw up.
And we're just a bunch of middle schoolers because this happened in middle school.
It happened
No,
in middle
this
It
school.
was at the
this year.
Buenaventura game.
At the
Gabby
Buenaventura
was 20
Because
years
Native
old.
Pizza was open when we were
Middle school.
in middle school. Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah. that
basically.
was
I remember that. That was Dylan's embarrassing middle school story.
Gabby, why do you want to tell the story about when I threw up?
Let me tell the story. All right. Thank you, guys. We're going to go live with Gabby. Bye.
Like, comment, subscribe.
All right, Gabby. Go live with Gabby. Waiting for Gabby. Poor Gabby. Yeah, it was really gross. She threw up everywhere. It was disgusting. Hi, Gabby.
Oh, that was my story, not his. So, oh, hello, George. I don't have an embarrassing middle school story, just FYI. So
You don't? Do you have an embarrassing life story besides that one?
the pizza one actually wasn't embarrassing at all.
Oh, that's really good.
Because if I were in high school, that would have been 10 times more embarrassing. But I'm in college, and
But
it's
we
not
were in
embarrassing.
college, so it was fine.
If I threw up in school in front of that many people, I would have been embarrassed. My most embarrassing moment was at my friend's quinceañera. I had to dance with this random person, did not know, and it was the most embarrassing thing ever.
Yeah,
I did it, so
that's hilarious.
yes.
Yeah, quinces are always interesting. Something always happens.
Yeah, it was a really fun one, but that was probably, I've been scarred from that moment really bad, so
Yeah. Dang. That's crazy. Well, thank you for sharing, Gabby.
yes.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Does anyone else want to go live? And you can tell an embarrassing story from either your life, because y'all left her out. I know. Clean invite. Actually, not really. My sister is visiting, so I'm with her. Awkward. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Austin, I see you. That's funny. All right. Does anyone have? You're talking about the time I was talking and I had to dance with him. No, that was different. Can't join. Oh, well, we still love you from afar. Guys, I'm a really cool leader. Okay, Annabella, can you go live? Let's see if we can go live with Annabella. Waiting. Decline. Well, she's not going. Let's see. Does anyone else want to go? I kind of ran out of leaders. So, well, we could do Jack. I don't know what you're doing. Can he go live? Connecting. What is up, Jack? Hi.
I just got home
Okay.
from work.
Do you have an embarrassing middle school story?
Yeah, it's really bad though. So
Just like leave some stuff out. But
no, it's
yeah.
not bad in the sense like I did bad things. It's bad in the
Oh, okay.
sense that it's really embarrassing.
All right,
So
let's hear it.
so in middle school, like holy sh. So in middle school, my spelling was atrocious, like absolutely atrocious. So it's like the time around Valentine's Day, and they're giving out candy grams, and for 50 cents, you can send a candy gram to someone like a friend.
50
Secret,
cents?
yeah, it was like super
That's
dope.
good.
And so for some reason, I have 50 cents, and there was this chick in one of my classes, and they were passing it out at fourth period. I remember this distinctly at Balboa.
Yeah.
I'm not going to disclose the girl's name, but I had this crush on this chick in my fourth period class. And I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll confess my love for her in a candy gram. So that's what I did. I found 50 cents, confessed my love for her on a candy gram, but because I can't spell anything correctly, she couldn't read it.
Did she know it was from? Did you know it was from you? No.
No, I wrote your secret admirer, but let's be honest, I didn't know how to spell admirer, so I wrote what I thought spelled admirer, and she could like. I remember sitting in class and her like attempting to read what this illegible letter that I wrote her, and like she couldn't understand any like every other word, dude. Like it was.
Dang.
It was so bad.
That is pretty embarrassing. But she never figured it out.
No. God, no.
Okay,
that's the first time I've ever told this story. Like, yeah, I was thinking that was the grave.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, thank you for joining us on live.
Of course.
Okay. Bye.
Later.
All right, guys. So thank you all for. Oh, can I come on and vibe? Yes. Hello, Annabella. Last one. Let's see if she'll come on.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Going?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good. Do you have an embarrassing life story? Because you're in middle school?
I don't know. A lot of embarrassing things happen.
Do you have one that really sticks out?
Oh yeah. So when I broke my ankle, I was like going down the hallway with my crutches, and on the first day that I was with my crutches, I didn't really know how to use them. So I was walking down the stairs to go to nutrition. I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But I fell down the stairs, and it was super funny. And everyone was freaking out, asking if I was okay. But I was just laughing.
That is pretty embarrassing. That one was mine, but like I didn't have crutches. I just fell. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Did it like hurt? I mean, it did hurt, but that's like.
Yeah, but like dang. I was laughing.
Okay, that's good. That's good. As long as you weren't like crying.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, thank you for coming on the live. I will see you later.
Bye.
All right, guys. So today we are going to start our new book of the Bible called Mark. So we've done John and we just finished Acts. So we're going to start Mark again. I think it's that order. We're going to start Mark again. So I really encourage you to join the Bible app group that we have going where we're reading a chapter a day. And it's not like a book chapter where it takes like forever to read a chapter. It's like one page. That's a chapter in the Bible. So it's pretty simple, super awesome. You guys should join, and you can join all your leaders and other people that are going to be doing it. So I'm super excited for that. Oh, it's freaking out. Okay. Okay, so I am super excited for that. And today we're starting on Mark 1. It is the first book of Mark, and there is so much stuff in Mark 1. It talks about baptism and the calling of the first disciples and Jesus driving out demons and healing many people and healing people with leprosy, which is like insane, and people just don't get healed from leprosy. So Mark is a really cool book, especially chapter 1. But because there's so much stuff, we're only going to go over about 4 verses in Mark. So if you have your Bible, you can grab it. Mark is about this much way through the Bible, so it's near the end. It is the Matthew, Mark, second book of the Gospels. So there's an Old Testament and a New Testament. And in the New Testament, the first 4 books are called the Gospels. So there's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And I will talk about them a little bit later also. But flip to Mark 1:16. And I'm going to read it because it's so short. It's like 4 verses. So as Jesus walked beside the Sea of Galilee, he saw Simon and his brother Andrew casting a net into the lake, for they were fishermen. "Come, follow me," said Jesus, "and I will make you fishers of men." At once they left their nets and followed him. When he had gone a little farther, he saw James, son of Zebedee, and his brother John in a boat preparing their nets. Without delay, he called them and left their father Zebedee in the boat and hired men and followed him. So I don't know about you, but if someone like read that to me, I'd kind of lose track of what's going on as soon as I said Zebedee. So we're going to like go into that because that was a little confusing for 4 verses. But if you just joined, it is Mark 1:16 through 20. So just 4 verses, super quick. So this verse is basically saying the first 4 disciples of Jesus. So if you know, there's 12 disciples. The first 4, which were named in here, are Simon, Andrew, James, and John. So the Gospels, which are, I know I'm saying a lot of names right now, but they're Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So the first 4 books of the New Testament are the Gospels. And basically, to sum it up, the Gospels are a collection of stories. They're all the same stories, but from a different perspective. So some of them might have extra stories, or some of them might not have some stories. But the cool thing is when you read one of the Gospels, you can probably find that same story in another book, but just from a different perspective. So that's the same thing for this story about Jesus calling his first 4 disciples to come follow him. So we see it in Matthew 4 and Luke 5 and in John 1, the same story just from different perspectives, which is really cool because it gives us a lot of context about the Bible. So I encourage you, if you're reading something in the Gospels or if you're reading this later, to go and look in the other ones, especially for this one, Luke 4. If you grew up in the church, you know the story where they cast the net and they switched it to the other side and they caught a bunch of fish because Jesus told them to. So that's the same story, just from a different perspective. So you get a whole new look on it. So that's really cool. So in the first 2 verses, in 16 and 17, Jesus is calling these 2 men, Simon and Andrew, and he says, "Come follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." So that's pretty, I like how Jesus does that. It's really funny how he'll take words and mix them. So fishers of men means bringing people closer to God. So because they're fishermen, he's trying to do it in a way they'll understand. So he's saying, instead of fishing for fish, you're going to bring people closer to God. So that's what they do, and that's what fishers of men means. So in the next 2 verses, that's when it gets a little bit crazier, because Simon and Andrew, they both leave their boat and they take nothing with them except for the clothes on their back, and they go follow Jesus. But James and John have a little bit different of a story. So in the next 2 verses, we go down and we read that they left a stable and safe life, because it talks about their father and the hired hands, and that probably means that they had a successful family business. So back in those days, if you had a family business, it would be passed down to all of the sons, and that's just how it worked. So when they said that they left the business to follow Jesus, that was a huge thing. They left their entire life. They left everything that was stable and safe. They had this whole life planned out in front of them with this fishing company, and they decided to leave it and go follow Jesus. And that is so cool, and it really shows how incredible their faith and their trust that they have in Jesus. So that was kind of a lot, but it was really cool, and I really encourage you to look into it. So the last thing I'm going to be talking about in these 4 verses is how weird it is that Jesus called fishermen. So fishing today kind of seems like a hobby and not really like someone's job. It's like, oh yeah, I went fishing out on the lake this weekend, rather than a full-time job is fishing. So a lot of times when we grow up in church, things kind of like go over our head and we're like, oh yeah, that's totally normal. Like Jesus being born in a barn, that's normal. That would happen all the time. It doesn't. It's weird. It's just like how in here he calls his first 4 disciples, they're fishermen. And that's super weird. So in order to get a better handle on this situation, just compare compare it to a company. So pretend like you're starting a company and you're starting a surfing company and you're going to make surfboards. Your core group is going to be people that know a lot about surfing and really like surfing and probably do it all the time, because that makes sense. If you're going to start a company about surfing, you're going to hire people that know how to surf. But Jesus doesn't do that. So the thing that would be logical or normal is Jesus calling his disciples to be pastors and people really high up in the church. But he doesn't do that. He chooses fishermen that he sees when he's walking along the Sea of Galilee. He sees them on a boat, and those are the people he chooses. So it really shows how cool God is, because it shows that we don't need to be qualified at all to be a part of his kingdom or to spread his kingdom. He chose fishermen, and they went on to do incredible things in the Bible. They were healing people because of the powers that God gave them and the Holy Spirit that God put in their hearts. So we don't need to be qualified because God qualifies us. So the importance of this whole story in Jesus calling these fishermen to be his disciples is that Jesus didn't call qualified people like pastors or people that are high up in the church. He calls fishermen to be his disciples because he qualified them to do that. So I really encourage you, as you go into your life, as you're feeling unworthy or like, I don't know what I'm doing in this whole Christian thing, I don't think I can make a difference. You're right. On your own, you can't. And on my own, I can't. And neither can Amy or Doug or Pastor Parker. None of us can do it on our own. So we are no different than you guys. But with Jesus, we are totally qualified and we are worthy of everything that he calls us to do. So as you go into your week, just really think about that and think that the God of the universe has called you and made you worthy and qualified for what he's calling you to do. So I just think that is super cool. And if you guys are able to, please join the Mark group on the Bible app. So if you search Bible app in your phone, it will be the first one. It's called YouVersion. So it's really cool. And just think about that this week and as you go into the rest of like this crazy time in Corona and how you're feeling so unworthy. I know for me, I'm feeling really kind of useless right now because I'm not really doing anything, and I feel like in order to be making a difference, I need to be out there in the world and interacting with people, but God is working in crazy ways right now. So thank you guys for joining, and I really encourage you to join our Zoom group. Gabby has Kahoot you guys are going to play, and it's going to be super awesome, and I really miss Kahoot. So you guys are going to go play that, and it's going to be awesome. So thank you for joining. Bye, guys.